You're watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports, and we have the NFL Playoff Picture heading into Week 16. We'll go over clinching scenarios and the games you must watch this week. But first, we're going to start in the NFC. The number 1 seed, the Seattle Seahawks. Number 2, Packers. 3, the Saints. Number 4, the Dallas Cowboys. You can see over there the teams in the wild card, the teams in the hunt, and then the teams that have clinched a playoff berth and the division. But let's talk about the teams that have clinched a playoff berth so far in the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks, the Green Bay Packers, the New Orleans Saints, who have already clinched the NFC South, and then the San Francisco 49ers. But don't go anywhere. I'm going to tell you a little bit more on how some of these teams can jump over each other. Now let's look at the AFC playoff picture. You have the Ravens at 12-2 with the best record in the NFL. The Patriots sitting there at 11-3, but wait, they haven't clinched anything yet in that division. The Chiefs, the Texans, that one could change as well. The Bills and the Steelers. The team that's in the hunt, though, in the AFC, the Tennessee Titans. Now let's look at the 4 teams in the AFC that have clinched a playoff berth already before heading into Week 16. You have the Baltimore Ravens, the New England Patriots, the Kansas City Chiefs, the leaders in the AFC West there, and then the Buffalo Bills. Can we all give a round of applause for the Buffalo Bills? Now, you might get hit with an ad break here, and if you do, I want you to scroll down and answer this question. Who is the best team in the NFL? I'll make sure that I make this the pinned comment on this video. So, who is the best team in the NFL? Now, let's talk about the number 1 seed in the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. They can clinch the NFC West with a win over the 49ers in Week 17, okay? And they can clinch the number 1 seed with 2 wins or with either a Saints loss or 2 Packers wins, because they'll have the tiebreaker there. So in Week 15, they took care of business up against the Carolina Panthers. And in Week 16 now, they have the Cardinals and the 49ers. All you got to do in this scenario is win those 2 games, and you clinch the NFC number 1 seed. So let's look at the West standings, because this division is absolutely crazy. The 49ers, the Seahawks, both sitting there at 11-3. I know we have a lot of 49ers fans that watch this channel. The 49ers can still become the number 1 seed. Don't go anywhere. Let's go to the number 2 seed now, the Green Bay Packers, who they can clinch the NFC North with 1 win. All they need is 1 win, and they clinch the North, either at the Vikings or at the Lions. Now, the fun part for the Packers is they can earn a bye with 2 wins. So if they win both of their games, they can get a bye in the playoffs. Now, they can clinch the number 1 seed with, 1 49ers loss, 1 Seahawks loss, and 2 wins. So the Green Bay Packers can become the number 1 seed with wins in Week 16 and 17, plus 1 49ers loss and 1 Seahawks loss. And I know we have a lot of Green Bay fans watching the show as well, so you guys will probably having your fingers crossed. Now, for the NFC North standings, the Packers and the Vikings, there is going to be one heck of a matchup this week, and I can tell you all right now, you can look at that promo code below, NFL 120 at Chat Sports. The reason why I think that you should bet on this game, I was surprised that the Vikings were 5-point favorites up against the Packers. I get that this game is on Monday Night Football in Minnesota, but I'm telling you right now, I am going to bet on the Green Bay Packers covering that spread up against the Minnesota Vikings because, well, it's Aaron Rodgers up against Kirk Cousins. But the real story should be Aaron Jones up against Dalvin Cook. So who you got in this matchup? Packers at the Vikings. I'm going to type my P for Packers, but I think it's going to be a very, very good game. The fact that this one is favorited for the Vikings is something that I'm scratching my head about. So if you guys want to go bet on this game on either the Packers or the Vikings, there's one place to do it and one place only. That's at BetDSI, the internet's number 1 sportsbook. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. And right now is the best time to get started with BetDSI because of all the extra holiday giveaways. Sometimes they just slide an extra $25. That's pretty awesome stocking stuffer if you ask me. Let's go to the number 3 seed, the New Orleans Saints, who just absolutely whooped up on the Colts on Monday Night Football. What a game that was. So the Saints, they won the NFC South yet again. And with 2 wins at the Titans and at the Panthers and 1 Packers loss plus 1 49ers loss or 2 Seahawks wins, the Saints secure the number 1 seed. That's easy, right? You guys got all that. So they can clinch the number 1 seed with 2 wins, a Green Bay loss, a San Francisco loss, or 2 Seahawks wins. So let's look at the South standings. I mean, this is one of those divisions where I think every single year, I did it on BetDSI, I'm going to bet on the Saints as long as Drew Brees and Michael Thomas, who right now are the best quarterback wide receiver duo in the NFL. If you disagree with me, you can see my Instagram, you can see my Twitter below, you can yell at me, but the Saints are a team that I'm betting on to win that South because right now with Drew Brees, he is absolutely insane. You know what else is insane? Chat Sports. We're doing a lot of awesome things here, so you guys should subscribe to Chat Sports. We're releasing daily videos. Maybe you didn't see my OBJ trade destinations video. Guess what? It was pretty flippin' awesome. We broke down the top 5 teams for OBJ, so if you like trade destinations, that's the reason why you should subscribe to Chat Sports. Rumors, news, we are breaking things down every single day, and if you're somebody that prides yourself on knowing the most up-to-date latest NFL news and rumors, subscribe to Chat Sports. You can see the link below. Look at this video we put out. OBJ to the 49ers, does that interest you? Andrew Luck to Las Vegas, say what? If these are the topics that you want to hear, subscribe to Chat Sports. But maybe my favorite thing about what we do here is live chat and Q&A. Y'all can see me, you get to know me, I want to get to know you. Chat Sports is the most interactive YouTube channel for all sports content. So, click that subscribe button if you want to get on the show when we go live. Make sure you guys are always using hashtag NFL. Let's talk about the number 4 seed, the Dallas Cowboys. And, man, I have no idea who this Cowboys team is because you look, weeks before that, they look horrible, and then they absolutely whoop up on the Rams 44-21. But let's talk about some clinching scenarios for them. They win the NFC East if they beat the Eagles in Week 16. But if they lose to the Eagles, but beat Washington in Week 17, and the Eagles lose to the Giants in Week 17, the Cowboys win the division. But the reason why this is a division that's a head-scratcher is because either the Dallas Cowboys or Philadelphia Eagles, both teams at 7-7, both teams who I thought there's points in the season have looked very good. Then there's been points where, guess what? They have not looked very good. But when you look at the NFC standings, both teams at 7-7, this is a matchup that every single person needs to be glued into this week because right now the over-under is 48 points on BetDSI. The Dallas Cowboys will travel to the city of brotherly love where I can tell you right now they ain't going to get any love. Now, they're favorites by 2.5 points. Cowboys at the Eagles, Sunday football. Who you got? I think whoever wins this game will win the NFC East. Dak Prescott has actually kind of owned the Eagles throughout his entire career. Now, we have a very, very good Cowboys show here. Tom does an unbelievable job. If you're a Cowboys fan, please check it out. Please check out our Cowboys channel. It's called the Dallas Cowboys Report. So who you got in this game? Type C for Cowboys or type E for Eagles. Let's go to the number 5 seed, the San Francisco 49ers, who have clinched a playoff berth with 2 wins versus the Rams and at the Seahawks. The 49ers would seal the NFC West and the number 1 seed. If the 49ers lose to the Rams and the Seahawks beat the Cardinals, the 49ers would win the NFC West. That's also if they beat them because of strength of victory tiebreaker, which currently favors the 49ers. Now, this right now, I would argue, is the best division in the entire NFL. And if you're looking for the best 49ers channel on YouTube, you can see that link below, youtube.com/49erstv. My man Thomas Mott is breaking things down, and he's creating an unbelievable channel. Heck, I think there's over 10,000 subs there. Tom, my man, great job. So the Seahawks, 11-3. The 49ers, 11-3. One of these 2 teams will win the NFC West. So who you got? Type S for the Seahawks or type 4 for 49ers. The Seahawks beat the 49ers earlier in the season 27-24, and I was like, man, that might be what Russell Wilson needs to win the MVP. But over these last few weeks, the 49ers, I think, have been playing solid football, and then I say that, and then they just dropped one to the Cardinals. Either way, stay tuned here. Who will win the NFC West? They dropped it to the Falcons. It's a bird. It's a plane. Get it your head right, Mitch. S for Seahawks, 4 for 49ers. Let's talk about the 6th seed, the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings need 1 win versus the Packers or versus the Bears or a Rams loss at 49ers and the Cardinals to secure a playoff berth. The Vikings, though, listen to this. They can win the NFC North with 2 wins and 2 Green Bay losses. And the fact that a bye still remains possible just goes to show how crazy this NFC playoff picture is. The Philadelphia Eagles, we talked about them earlier. If the Eagles win against the Cowboys, let me start over. The Eagles win the NFC East with a win over the Cowboys plus a win over the Giants or a Cowboys loss to the Washington Redskins. Then you got the Los Angeles Rams at 8-6 who just lost to the Dallas Cowboys. The Rams secure a playoff berth if they win their last 2 games at the 49ers and the Cardinals, and then the Vikings lose twice. the Vikings, they got the Packers, and they got the Bears. Now, the NFC is crazy. So let's go now to the AFC, where it's not as crazy as the NFC, but there's still a lot of things that can go down. So the number 1 seed is the Baltimore Ravens, who clinched the AFC North. Now, the Ravens, they don't have anything locked up yet. So a win in either of their final 2 games or a Chiefs and Patriots loss would clinch a first-round bye and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. However, the Ravens could fall to the number 2 seed if they lose out, the Patriots win out, and the Chiefs lose a game. They could even drop to the number 3 seed by losing out and the Patriots and Chiefs both winning out. So I think Lamar Jackson, what he's done this entire year, I'm going to be confident that this Ravens team at 12-4, if I did a power rankings video, the Baltimore Ravens would be the number 1 seed. When you look at what this team has done from start to finish, I almost think that they are changing the NFL. Mark Ingram, Lamar Jackson, a team that has played absolutely sensational both on offense and on defense, and they are running the ball down teams' throats. And if y'all drafted Lamar Jackson in fantasy football, man, great job. High five to Brett back there. 33 passing touchdowns, 1,103 yards, and you can see that note below. He broke the single-season quarterback rushing record previously held by Michael Vick. Only Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick are the only quarterbacks in NFL history with over 1,000 rushing yards. Absolutely insane. Another thing that's insane, let's talk about the Patriots. Back in the playoffs for the 11th consecutive season after defeating the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 15. Now, for the Patriots, they're always what seems like in the playoffs, and they can clinch the division with a win at the Bills and versus the Dolphins. They can clinch the number 2 seed and a bye with wins in both of those games, okay? Now, the Patriots, they can still clinch a number 1 seed by winning out, or if the Ravens lose out. But what really gets interesting for the Patriots, they can actually still fall all the way down now to the wild card spot. So if the Patriots lose out, the Ravens, Chiefs, and Texans all win out, and the Bills lose in Week 17, the Patriots would become the number 4 seed. I almost wonder if the Patriots would be a number 4 seed, what my friends in New England, what my friends in Massachusetts would be doing, because I feel like if the Patriots fall all the way to the 4 seed and the Buffalo Bills win this division, there's just going to be absolute pandemonium. You want to talk about Bill Belichick, Tom Brady nightmares? It was the reason why they were spying. So let's go to NFL Week 16 matchup. The Bills at the Patriots Saturday. I like this. I like Saturday football games for the NFL. This gives me something to do on my day off. So at 4:30 Saturday, watch this game. Bills at the Patriots. The over-under, according to BetDSI, is 38 points. The Patriots, they're favored by 6.5 points. So I'm going to ask you guys this question. Who you got? Bills at the Patriots. Type B for Buffalo or type N for New England. I get that the Patriots are favorites. I get that the Bills are one of the most fun teams right now in the NFL. But the biggest reason why you got to bet on the Patriots, man, it's the Patriots. The game's in New England. And I'm going to bet on Tom Brady going up against Josh Allen. And if anybody needs a Tom Brady jersey, guess what? I got you guys covered. And if you need any jersey, right now is the best time to get jerseys. Chatsports.com/NFL jersey. People ask me all the time, Mitch, what do you want for Christmas? Normally, I say money. But guess what? I'm going to say a jersey now because I can get you a Dak Prescott jersey. I can get you a Josh Jacobs jersey. We have hundreds of jerseys, limited time only, and I'm telling you guys right now, there's no better gift that you can give somebody in the holiday season. I don't know about a Nick Bosa jersey. I'd rather the Josh Jacobs one there, producer Dylan. It's all good, though. Limited time only NFL jersey sale, chatsports.com/NFL jersey. Go get yourself a jersey. I'll say it again. Go get yourself a jersey. All right, let's go to the number 3 seed now, the Kansas City Chiefs. And if y'all are Chiefs fans, my man Harrison Graham is breaking things down, doing an absolutely sensational job growing this Chiefs show. Chatsports.com/Chiefs is how you subscribe to the channel. For the Chiefs, though, Patrick Mahomes has been great. The Chiefs can get the number 1 seed if they win out, the Patriots lose a game, and the Ravens lose out. If the Ravens win a game, the Chiefs can still grab the number 2 seed with 2 wins and a Patriots loss. Now, they can also fall to the number 4 seed with a loss and a Texans win, or 2 losses and 2 Titans wins, depending on who wins the AFC South. I know there's a lot of scenarios. I know there's a lot of things breaking it down. Now, personally for me, I think I'm great at what I do, but I'll tell you again to subscribe to our Chiefs channel because Harrison is doing amazing over there. Chatsports.com/Chiefs. The Chiefs, it breaks my heart. You guys know that I'm a Raiders fan. Raider Nation, shout out to y'all. But they won the AFC West because this was a division that I thought was going to be very competitive. And it turns out it wasn't at all. And I think the one reason why the Chiefs are going to probably continue to dominate this division, it's because of this guy, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he's just like an absolute trump card. He is a cheat code on Madden. 23 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, over 3,600 yards. He continues to get it done through the air for that team. Let's look at the number 4 seed, the Houston Texans, who can clinch a playoff berth in Week 16 with a win and Steelers' loss. They could move up to the number 3 seed with either 2 wins and a Chiefs loss, or a win and the Chiefs lose out. They could also miss the playoffs entirely if they lose out and either the Steelers or Colts win out. Could you imagine right now the Houston Texans not making the playoffs? For me, I don't really see it happening. I have a lot of faith in Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins. I think their defense needs to start coming on a little of late. But the reason why that they could miss out the playoffs entirely is because of how crazy stacked this AFC South is in terms of teams just being right there in the mix. You got the Texans at 9-5, the Titans at 8-6. The Titans and Texans, they just played each other in Week 15, and they're going to play each other again in Week 17. I honestly hate when the NFL does freaking schedules like that where teams play twice in a 3-week span. Hate it. But I will say, if there's a time to do it, it has to be right there in Week 17 because that's basically an extra week of the playoffs. Now, I talked about the Buffalo Bills a little bit before when I talked about the Patriots, but let's talk about the number 5 seed and some extra scenarios for them. The Bills are back in the playoffs for just the second time this century. Mind-blowing. Great job, Bills. And now have their eyes on a home game with a pivotal matchup up against the Patriots in Week 16. The Bills must win out, and the Patriots lose out for them to win the AFC East. The Bills need just 1 win, though, in their final 2 games to clinch the number 5 seed. Now the Pittsburgh Steelers. I could have made a video on just the Steelers scenarios, so I'll talk about the most important ones. The Steelers can clinch with a win and Titans loss. The Steelers, if they go 1-1 and the Titans go 1-1, which means they lose to the Texans, the Steelers and Titans would both be tied at 9-7. In this scenario, the Steelers have a 7-5 conference record, and the Titans are 6-6, and that would make the Steelers go to the playoffs because they have the tiebreaker. However, if the Steelers go 0-2 while the Titans do the same, that means the conference records are identical for both the Titans and the Steelers, and that the Titans would get in over them. All you got to do, though, Steelers, bottom line, you just need a win. 1 win. Let's talk about the Tennessee Titans, who are nipping at the butt of those Pittsburgh Steelers. They can clinch the AFC South if they beat the Saints at home next week, and then the Texans lose to the Bucs, then beat the Texans in Week 17. For the wild card, the Titans can move past the Steelers if they win out, and the Pittsburgh Steelers go 1-1. Or, if both teams go 1-1, but the Titans win comes against the Texans, then the Tennessee Titans would jump the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now we can look one more time at this NFC playoff picture. Don't go anywhere. This is an absolutely crazy end of the season. Make sure you guys subscribe to Chat Sports on YouTube. I'll show you the AFC playoff picture, which is just as crazy. And remember if you made it this far in the video, I know you're a loyal watcher. Make sure you go check out that pinned comment and let me know who is the best team in the NFL.